So the story of David and Goliath, little David, he's the underdog, he's the youngest brother, blah, 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 and he takes down the big, giant, mocking Goliath with a little stone. It's the ultimate underdog story. Nobody reads the David and Goliath story and goes like, oh man, I wish Goliath had just killed that little punk. Like, I was rooting for Goliath. Like, everyone identifies with the underdog. That story, it's like an archetypical story that resonates and people appropriate and change it for their own purposes. So the majority of kids today, when they're trying to understand Israel, Hamas, the Palestinian, through TikTok, the Palestinians have done a good job of appropriating the David and Goliath story. So you're always going to have this little Palestinian kid standing in front of the big Israeli tanks or the soldiers with all of their protective gear and equipment. Israel does have a powerful military. This is important. It's a defensive military. It's a military that they created so that they can raise their children without being murdered. They have no desire. They're not going to invade Egypt. They have no desire to invade Lebanon. They want to protect themselves. But the whole purpose is, in the aftermath of the Holocaust, is never again. We're not going to let these Gentiles pull this insanity ever again. We want someplace in the earth where we can raise our children without being slaughtered. And so yes, they have every right to have a powerful military, but there's a very big difference between an imperialist, the Russian military invading another country, versus Israel that yes, they have a powerful military, which they have every right to have to protect themselves. And that's an important paradigm that a lot of people don't consider.